beautiful people. Welcome to A to Z Mommy Moments. So today I'm going to actually share with you all the moment that I became a mommy. Well, the day that it actually hit that I became a mommy. And that is April the 30th. April the 30th, 2019 at 2 something in the morning when I had Zoe Isabel. So I actually worked all the way up to my delivery. So Zoe's due date was actually April the 30th. So she came right on time at 2 in the morning. So I worked, I was an accountant. So I worked all the way up until then. I didn't have any issues. I didn't have blood pressure issues, blood sugar issues. I tried my best to eat right. Well, one, Zoe didn't allow me to eat any crazy stuff, so I didn't crave any sweets. I ate a lot of fruits and vegetables and steak. I loved steak when I was pregnant with Zoe. So I didn't have a lot of health issues. So it was an easy breezy pregnancy that I had when I was pregnant with Zoe. So I worked all the way up until whatever that Friday was. And I took off that Monday. That's when I started my FMLA. Well, I went to the doctor that Monday morning because she came on that Tuesday. I went to the doctor that Monday morning and I was dilated 2 centimeters. And the doctor said, you know, if anything occurs, just go ahead and go to the hospital. So I was like, okay. So we, something happened with my husband's foot, I think. So we go to the sports med. So I'm in the little waiting room, you know, just looking on my phone. And all of a sudden, I feel this thing in my stomach. And I was like, oh, that's a contraction, huh? And so I started timing. I used this app, which I'll post in the description, that I use to keep up with my contractions. But I was such a newbie. I didn't even know how to use the app correctly. I was timing it all wrong. But anyway, so I was, my contractions started coming. And so I'm all excited. You know, contraction comes, just breathing. So take my husband, I think he went to work, or if I'm not mistaken. Now I come home, start making sure everything is ready. Cause I'm like, oh, I'm having contractions and her due date's tomorrow. So we're gonna have this baby. And then I started walking around with my community. Remember, I'm big on community. So some of my friends were walking around with me, working to make sure this baby came on her due date. And so all of a sudden I came inside. I think I ate like a salad or something. I don't remember. And I was like, I think I feel wet. So I started leaking. I had like a little, they call it I guess your mucus plug came out, or a bloody show, whatever. And I was like, oh my goodness, it's almost time. So I told my community about it, or my friends, I was telling them. And it was like, okay, we'll call the nurse. And so while I'm in the bathroom, my other friend calls the nurse for me. And it's like, well, Dr. Fiore said, just go to the hospital. So I called my husband, and then my mother-in-law, she popped up. And so we're all getting ready and we go to the hospital. And so I'm excited. I remember when I walked into the hospital, the security guard was like, you need a wheelchair? I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna walk this baby out. So I get up to the floor for women's and children, and I'm just, you know, all bubbly, and contraction comes, breathing like, oh, it's okay, and keep on going. So I was like that for a while, up until I got to 8 centimeters. Now before that, if you haven't seen my other videos, I did my labor and delivery. I'm hurry up because we're almost at 5 minutes. I did my labor and delivery without any epidural or any pain meds. Some people may think I'm crazy. A lot of the nurses looked at me like I was crazy, but it worked. I prayed about it and I was believing. And there's a book that I want to recommend for you all called Supernatural Childbirth, and it was an awesome book, very encouraging. And I watched videos because I was strongly believing in a pain-free, painless as much as possible labor and delivery, and I got just that. So I got to the hospital, I'm walking around because my water was leaking, but it just would not break. So of course, and then you have to wait for the dilation to get to 10 centimeters. So I'm walking around, I'm doing a lot of, they have a little squatting thing that you can use for birthing. So whenever you go into labor, if you're expecting, um, make sure you ask for the different things that they have that you could use when it comes to helping make sure, you know, if you're doing a natural birth and not a cesarean or anything like that. So the squatting thing was amazing, and I had the ball and everything. Now, if I must be honest with you all, for this baby, there's a strong possibility that I will be getting an enema because for some reason my bowels were moving. Yeah, and we'll just leave it at that. But so there was a lot of that going on. It was just, whoa, it was an experience, but it was very interesting. Because it was just, I don't know, I guess because it was my first time. But yes, so we went through all of that process, and then I hit 8 centimeters. And my water finally broke when I went on the little squat, whatever the chair thing is, the squatting chair. And all of a sudden, my water broke. When that water broke, those contractions was like, whoa, I'm here. And so the contractions came even stronger. It was a little bit more painful. And I remember my dance teacher, who was also, I consider her a doula. She, my husband, and I had my mother-in-law and this other one of my church members who I call my mom, because my mom passed January 2013, but God has surrounded me with so many different women that I look up to. So she was there and they were all helping me and encouraging me at the hospital. Well, I remember after my water broke and I was at 8 centimeters, my dance teacher was like, do you want to get some pain meds? And I was like, I don't know. I think I do. I don't know. And so she asked my husband. I was like, you're almost there. You almost got it. And so I didn't get it, which I didn't need. I think I was just tired and sleeping. Mind you, my bedtime is normally at 8 or 9 o'clock. And this is like almost 2 o'clock in the morning at the time. So I was really tired and everything. So I just wanted it to be over, get this baby. So yeah. So 8 centimeters came and dilation came, and so every time that contraction came, I remember my dance teacher telling me, don't fight against it, let it just go with the flow, just let it do what it's supposed to do. And so I remember every time contraction came, I felt like I needed to push, and I would push. And I remember the nurses saying, all right, stop pushing. I'm like, I can't stop pushing, because we needed to wait for my doctor to come. And so he came, and I'm like, this baby's coming. When these contractions say push, I'm pushing. And that's what happened. So Dr. Fiore, my doctor, he ended up getting in there right in time. And so I remember, I don't think it took long in regards to her, you know, those pushes and her coming out. But the moment it hit me that, oh my goodness, I'm a mommy, was when he dropped that, well, he didn't drop, but when he placed that baby on my stomach, and I was like, I feel a weight on me and not in me. And I had my Zoe Isabel on April 30th, 2019 at 2 something in the morning. So that's my mommy moment. I am almost at 10 minutes. But until next time, I just want to share with you my mommy moment when I first became a mommy. So hopefully it helped. The nurses were great. So your nurses, they'll be there to help you. So if you're scared or nervous or anything about it, I hope this video helps you. All right, so go to those childbirthing classes. They'll help me a lot. And then, you know, hopefully my video helps you. All right, so until next time, and then I'm gonna try to get my husband when he's free to do his portion of our day, or his daddy moment when he became a daddy for the first time. All right, so I'll talk to you later. Bye.